So if you come and find yourself in a supine position on your mat, and we'll just begin with a little bit of a warm up first. So come down onto your backs, just get comfortable, let your arms be long, your legs be long, and just bring attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just start to become aware of how that breath feels within your body and how your body's feeling right now. And then whenever you're ready, take 3 deep inhales, drawing that breath deep down into the base of the stomach first, layering all the way up through the rib cage to the top of the collarbone, and then exhale completely. And if you're doing this right, you might be able to feel your stomach rise before your chest. You might want to place a hand on your tummy and your chest, feel that motion. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly return back to a normal rhythm of breathing and gently bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug them with both arms and just gently start to rock from side to side. Just feel your lower back. Feel that gentle sensation. And just start to become aware of how that body part's feeling. You can then start to move the knees around in circles now. So just changing those rocks in circles, pushing the knees out and around, maybe 3 or so times in one direction. Come back to center and then go 3 or so times in the other direction. Feeling all 4 corners of that lower back plate. Noticing how your hips feel now as well as your back, and then gently bring them back to center. From here, taking a hold of the left knee, exhale as you extend the right leg all the way to the floor. Inhale as you pull that left knee in towards the center of your chest. Take 2 deep breaths. Exhale completely on that second deep breath. And then inhale as you bring both knees back to center, switching over the hands. Exhale as you extend the left leg all the way to the floor. Inhale as you pull the right knee in towards the center of your chest. Take another 2 deep breaths. Exhale completely. And then slowly bring both knees back up. Take the toes to the floor, but keep the heels lifted. And then take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down. You can cactus them if you want as well, bending at the elbows with the backs of the hands against the floor. So whichever position you feel, just try and keep those elbows and arms, shoulders locked to the floor. And then just drop the knees from side to side for a few window wipers, releasing off the lower back. Unraveling the spine, opening up the chest, the shoulders, massaging the hips and the glutes. 1 more each way. And then slowly come all the way back to center and make your way up to seated. Finding yourself in a seated position now in the center of your mat. We're going to inhale as we lift the right arm up, reaching up tall. Exhale, fold all the way over to the left. Inhale back to center, switching over the arms. Exhale, reach all the way over to the right. Inhale back to center. So we're just going to take 3 rotations each side, moving with your own breath in your own time. Lifting and lengthening as you come through that midline. Last one. Exhaling to reach and fold. This time, inhale to come back to center, lift and lengthen, and then exhale as you twist to look over the shoulder. Inhale back to center again, exhale, twist and look over the other shoulder. Inhale back to center. So 2 more each side, just moving back and forth between your own breaths. Using that breath to help pull you round as you exhale. 1 more each side. And as you inhale, think about lengthening that spine, finding space between those vertebrae. Come all the way back to center, and then just gently roll the shoulders back and down, maybe 5 times backwards. and then change direction and do 5 times forwards. When you've done 5 times in both directions, come back to center. You're going to take the legs out in front of you now, and then you're going to drop the knees over to one side. So you're going to find like a 90-90 angle with the knees, and they're going to go all the way over to the floor. You're going to then think about inhaling to lift and twist to look over that leading leg, and then look behind you. So you're pulling the body around, using the hands on the floor. Feel the stretch. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Take one more deep breath all the way in again. Exhale, slowly come round as you inhale, lifting the knees up and over, and then drop them over to the other side. Inhale to lift, and then exhale to twist and look over the other shoulder. You should feel this kind of around the front of the hip, in the waist, maybe in the back hip and the front of the quad. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up and over, and then make your way onto your hands and knees. So feel free to use any cushions or anything under your knees if you need to. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we're just going to do 3 cat-cows. So we're doing inhaling as we dip the tummy, squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you round through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart, pressing the ground away and sucking the navel back and up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. The eye gaze as you round can go towards the knees. One more each way. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. From here, you're going to come all the way back to center. Take the hands slightly further forwards, tuck the toes and press up and back into your down facing dog. Think about softening the knees to begin with, spreading the fingers so you've got a nice broad grip with the hands. Press the chest through the arms and lengthen through the tailbone. So tailbone high towards the sky, and then you can just pedal out through the feet, opening up the backs of the calves, the hips, the hamstrings, and of course getting into the ankles and the toes. Take a few deep breaths, and then slowly walk those feet all the way in towards the hands, coming into your Uttanasana forward fold. So soften the knees, don't worry if you can't touch the floor, we're not going to hang there for too long. We're going to draw the chest over the thighs, so rather have bent knees and chest touching than kind of straight legs and rounding through the upper back. From here we'll take our ragdoll variation, so crown of the head hands towards the floor, and then opposite hand to opposite elbow, and you can just take yourself into a swing from side to side, stretching out the lower back, unraveling the spine, releasing off those hips and hamstrings. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. We're going to do 3 crouch curls now. So you're going to inhale as you lift the heels off the floor, chest to thighs, nose to knees, finding yourself in the bottom of a squat position. From here, as you exhale, push up and back. This time, focus on stretching out the backs of the legs. So if you need to come up with the hands slightly to do that, feel free. And then we're going to do that 2 more times each way. So inhale to crouch. Tuck the nose to knees if you can. If you feel a little bit wobbly, don't worry too much. And then exhale to fold. Think about bringing that chest over the thighs, stretching out the back of those legs, and then coming back down as you inhale once again. Exhale to fold. From here, you're just going to inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall, and then exhale, release the arms, shake out the legs, and we'll begin with the main flow. So finding yourself, the first one we're going to do is a halfway lift to standing crescent. So I'll come to the center of my mat. Feel free if you want to do it at the front or the center of your mat. We'll start with the halfway lift. You're going to think about coming into an L-shaped position with the body and the legs. So you're going to send the hips back, straighten out the backs of the legs, and as you send the hips back, reach the hands forwards, biceps by ears, and try and find a nice flat back position that's parallel to the floor with the upper body. Brace the core, so you're really helping support yourself there, and then pull the shoulders back and down. This is your halfway lift, but it's like a reverse way because usually we come up from the floor to that point. From here, you're then going to inhale as you come all the way back up. Hands go back behind you on top of the hips or the glutes. Roll the shoulders back and down. Think about opening up through the chest, take the eye gaze up. If this is enough for you, feel free to stay here. If you want to take it deeper, shoot the hips towards as you exhale and let the head drop back, coming into a crescent pose. Inhale to lift, we're going to limber between the two, and then exhale to reach back into that halfway lift. Again, take a moment to feel that position. Think about really being strong in that upper body. If it's too much with the arms, take the hands to the hips. Yogi's choice, just really think about pulling those shoulders back and down and bracing that core. Inhale to lift, hands go back behind, open up through the chest, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, push the hips forwards, let the head go back. Inhale to lift, one more each way. Exhale to reach. Find that stretch in the back of the legs. And then inhale to lift, hands go back behind you, eye gaze up, open up that chest, exhale, shoot those hips forwards, head goes back. Inhale to lift, exhale, come back to your regular Tadasana position. From here, we're going to take the hands back behind us, interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, pull the shoulders back and down, open up through the chest. Softening the knees, we're going to exhale as we come into a forward fold, and then bring the hands away from the back as we inhale. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Hold here for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release the hands to the floor and tuck the chin towards the chest as you slowly roll your way all the way back up to standing. From here, make your way back to the front of the mat if you're not there already. And we're going to come back down into that forward fold and make our way into a low lunge. So we're going to inhale as we lift and reach the hands up above the head. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, coming all the way down into your Uttanasana forward fold. From here, this time you're going to inhale as the left foot goes back into a low lunge. So again, if you need a block or a cushion underneath the knee, then feel free. All I want you to worry about for this front leg is that your knee is not tracking forwards with your ankle. It can go behind or on top, but never in front. Then think about sinking into the lower hip, rolling the shoulders back and down, taking a nice deep breath all the way in. Feel that stretch in that left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, sink deeper, and then this time as you inhale, start to lift, and as you exhale, pull back into half splits. So you're straightening that front leg now, stacking the back hip above the back knee, and then reaching nose towards toes. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then inhale as you come back through to that low lunge. We're going to limber this pose 2 more times and add in cactus arms. So take a slightly wider stance if you need to for balance. And then you're going to inhale as you lift the hands up off the floor, reaching up high. Exhale, cactus the arms out to the side, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale to lift and reach, and then this time as you exhale, pull back into half splits. Option to take the hands to the floor or sweep them back behind you for a little bit of strength and balance. Reach nose towards toes. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to cactus the arms out to the side. Inhale to lift and reach. And then exhale, pull back into half splits. This time, left hand stays grounded on the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand to the floor, come back through into your low lunge. Lift the back knee as you inhale, and then exhale to step through into your Uttanasana forward fold. Take a moment there in ragdoll if you wish. Just gently rock from side to side, opening up that lower back, releasing off those hamstrings and hips. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, we're going to go back down and do the same thing on the other side. So coming back into your Uttanasana forward fold, plant the hands on the floor. This time right foot goes back as you inhale, coming into that low lunge again. So remember, if you need a slightly wider stance, go slightly wider. And then think about aligning that knee above or behind the ankle, never in front. Roll the shoulders back and down, chest comes through the arms. Exhale, sink into that right hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then this time as we inhale, lift the hands up off the floor. Exhale to cactus the arms out to the side. Inhale to lift and reach, And then exhale, pull back into half splits. We'll just take 2 deep breaths here. So if you want to use your hands to stabilize yourself, you can. Reach nose towards toes, stack that hip vertically above the back knee. So think about pulling back and up rather than sitting back on the heels. As we inhale, we're going to come back through into that low lunge. Lift and reach with the hands. Exhale to cactus the arms out to the side. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, halfway splits. Reach nose towards toes. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to cactus, last time through. Inhale to lift and reach. And then exhale as you pull back into half splits. Right hand now grounds to the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand to the floor. Come back through into that low lunge. Step back to your down facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And then we'll take a body flow. So you're going to inhale as you roll forwards, drop the hips, look up, find cobra. If cobra is too much, come all the way down into sphinx on your forearms. Yogi's choice. From here, whichever variation you're going to pick, we're going to exhale as we melt the body forwards, lowering the body to the floor, coming into a prone position. If you're in sphinx, just think about rolling the shoulders back and down, and then we're all going to lift. If you're in cobra, take the hands slightly wider than the shoulders, and then think about rolling the shoulders back and down, exactly the same as sphinx, so set yourself up at the bottom. As we inhale, we're going to peel the body away from the floor, going up as high as you can, trying to use the core strength rather than the arm strength, and then exhale to lower the body all the way back down. We're going to do 2 more of those, so reset at the bottom, squeeze those shoulders back and down, inhale to lift, exhale to fold. 1 more, reset, roll the shoulders back and down, pull them away from the ears, inhale to lift and peel, exhale to fold. From here, you're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, and press up into a tabletop position. Taking the hands back underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to do 5 scat presses. So you're keeping the elbows nice and straight, and you're going to let the chest drop down. The lower back's not going to move. You're going to let the chest come towards the floor as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then press the ground away, pulling the shoulder blades apart and hollowing out through the chest. I'm going to do that 4 more times. So inhale as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up through the chest. Exhale to hollow out and pull the shoulder blades apart. So you're just lifting up and down, using your shoulders to create that movement. Last one. And then come all the way back to neutral. Take the hands back to the front 2 corners of the mat. Tuck the toes and press back to your down facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. Open up again through the backs of the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. And then the next posture we're going to come to is lizard lunge. So you're going to inhale as you step the right foot outside of the right hand. Option for strength, keep the knee lifted, squeeze the quad and shoot the heel back. Option for stretch, drop the knee to the floor. In either case, this is the only lunge where I'm allowing you to take the knee forwards, over the ankle and then out to the side. Just make sure those toes remain glued to the floor. From here, you're going to inhale as you lift and reach with that right hand up towards the ceiling, opening up the chest and the shoulders, and then exhale as you take that elbow toward the floor. You're going to do 3 more of these. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to elbow tap. Last one, so 3 in total, sorry. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to elbow tap. You're going to then replace the hand, step back to down facing dog, and then switch sides. So left foot as you inhale comes forwards outside of the left hand. Again, option, keep the back knee lifted for strength. Option to drop the knee for stretch. Send this left knee, forwards and out to the side, keeping the toes glued at the front. And then when you're ready, inhale to lift and reach. Open up the chest and the shoulders, exhale to elbow tap. Another 2. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to elbow tap. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to elbow tap. Replace the hand, step back to your down facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. And then we're going to come onto our hands and knees and come down into a prone position. So we're going to begin the restorative stretches now. So I'm just going to undo this knot underneath my ribcage because it's quite painful. And then come down into this prone position. So you're going to support yourself with your right arm as you reach back with your left hand for the inside of your left foot. You're then going to bring that heel towards your glute, flip the grip if you know how, don't worry if you don't, and then pulse the heel a few times for a stretch down the front of that quad. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and then switch sides. So left arm comes under, right hand reaches back for inside edge of that right foot. Grab a hold of the toes, pull the heel towards the glute, flip the grip if you know how, pulse a few times, and then again hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release that leg. From here, you're going to take the hands back underneath the shoulders and then slide them out to the side. So your right hand, starting with the right hand, keep the left hand underneath the shoulder, slide the right hand out to the side, palm facing down, glue that shoulder to the floor. As you inhale, lift that left foot up and over towards that right hand, and then just relax the head to the floor wherever is comfy for you. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come all the way back to center. Switch over. So right hand comes underneath left. Left arm reaches out to the side. Glue that shoulder and hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and reach. And then exhale as you let that foot drop towards the floor. If you're hanging here, that's absolutely fine. Just let the weight of the leg carry you over. Feel that stretch in the hip, stretch in the shoulder, stretch in the chest and the arm. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come all the way back up and over. Come up onto your hands and knees, and we're going to come back to that tabletop position. The next movement we're going to do is thread the needle. So you're going to take that right hand through and under, and your aim firstly is to get that shoulder to the floor. So come down as far as you can, take the eye gaze out underneath that left armpit, and look up towards the ceiling once that shoulder is met at the floor. The right arm's reaching straight out to the side at a 90-degree angle. From here, you're then going to take, if you want to, your left hand up and over. You can keep using it for support if you prefer, and see if you can take it back behind you and reach for your inner right thigh for a bind if you fancy it. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself if you're in that bind. Inhale to come back up onto your hands and knees. And then we're going to switch sides. So that left hand's going to thread through and under. Shoulder comes to the floor. Then look out underneath that right armpit. Make sure that arm's reaching out at a 90-degree angle. You can continue to use that right hand on the floor, or you can take it up and around behind you, grabbing a hold of that inner left thigh if you can for that full bind. Take 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come all the way back up onto your hands and knees. You're going to reach the hands to the front 2 corners of the mat and then sit back on your heels for extended child's pose. Forehead comes to the floor. And just take a few deep breaths as you breathe into that upper back. Exhale. As you inhale, feel the shoulder blades spread, the back broaden. And then just exhale to relax deeper into your hips and your glutes. 1 more deep breath all the way in, and as you exhale this time, walk the hands all the way over to the left. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Take another 2 deep breaths. Exhale completely, And then as you inhale, walk the hands all the way back to center. And as you exhale, walk them all the way over to the right. Feel the stretch in the left side body. Take another 2 deep breaths. Exhale completely. And then slowly inhale as you walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. Come up onto your hands and knees, and then we're going to swivel ourselves around into a seated position first, before we then make our way down onto our backs, bringing our knees back in towards our chest and hugging them with both arms once again. You can just rock from side to side, enjoy that gentle massage. And then taking a hold of that left knee once again, exhale as you extend the right leg all the way to the floor. This time you're going to pull the left knee out to the shoulder, so outside of the torso, and hold here for 2 deep breaths. Exhale completely, and then slowly inhale as you bring both knees back to center. Switching over the hands, exhale as you extend that left leg all the way to the floor. Inhale as you pull that right knee out towards the shoulder, so outside of the torso again, and take 2 deep breaths. Exhale completely, and then slowly inhale as you bring both knees back to center. From here, taking the arms out wide now in a T-shaped position, palms facing down. Think about gluing the shoulders and the hands to the floor. As you exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the left. And as you inhale, lift and twist the head to look towards the right. You can press down on the outer thigh, extend that top leg. Yogi's choice, 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift and twist your head and your knees back to center. Exhale as you drop your knees all the way over to the right. Inhale to lift and twist your head to look towards the left. Again, you can press down on that outer thigh, extend that top leg. Let gravity do the work, yogi's choice. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift your head and your knees back to center. Hug them in tight towards the chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And just take a moment to acknowledge this present moment. Acknowledge your practice. Acknowledge how your body's feeling. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Finding yourself back in the center of your mat for the final time. We'll take a nice deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, bring the hands to the forehead. Kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.